Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kidd Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Appalachian State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. So Marshall's offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Harmon. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much. There, but to get rid of it.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Touchdown, Marshall! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. There he goes! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The running back has it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Long. Working that left side now.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the left side. And looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Fires to the middle. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Herd!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Chambers. The screen, he can go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him, and nobody's close. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the second quarter. He is having himself a day.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll haul it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. To throw, it's long. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Marshall comes to the line, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle, it's Stevens. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Offense.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. He's got him this time. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. They'll run play action. The short hands, it's Roberts. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They finally wrestle down the senior. Before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a gap. It's Roberts.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. Scanning the field, it's long. Grabs it inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Marshall back at it with another first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's second and 16. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Punts it out of the air. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Now they'll run the draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Chambers. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
The Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play...
There he goes! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Hands it off. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And the Mountaineers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Now rolling to the left. Got his man. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe...
Touchdown, Appalachian State! And that one will give them the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the returner will be brought down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rush is on him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And you giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Corrals it at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Looking for a man. It's long. Pressure coming. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll try it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Bring in the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple of picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop. The offense doing what they do. Forget your defense, get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They're going to run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Dropping back. It's long. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Breaks into the open. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. Can't just let him pick you apart.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Roberts. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Leaves it with the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's long. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Escapes trouble. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Harmon. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.